Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgive our debtors as we forgive our debts. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive our trespassors. Forgive our trespassers as we forgive our trespasses. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. God, please help me through this time. Please help me get over myself. Let me just do the work I gotta do for my family. Please help me get back to waking up at 4 and just do the work. Jesus, in your name, I pray for a very peaceful day. I pray for peace on earth. I pray for every heart to be filled with a lot of peace on this day and for all days to come. Let there be peace. Thank you. All right, once again, this is the next day. Waking up late. Not good. Gotta change that. I was waking up at 4 for months. And now the last 3 or 4 days I've been waking up at 7. I just been wanting to hit the snooze. Today is April 3rd. We have to run the production hub. Right. Mm-hmm. There is a template here somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yep. Create templates for script style you want generated. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry if I'm failing you, God. I'm just a bit tired right now. Okay, so that's gonna have to be first. I have to download at least 30 transcripts, create the templates. No, actually, no, hold on a second. No. All right, we need a memory here. Okay. This is more aligned, I think, to what I need to do. Right. Maybe this is why I need more sleep, is because there are new things that I'm dealing with here. Right. Like I'm really working on building out this fleet of agents that can do this work for me. Right. And we got these agents here now that can do this work. Right. Okay. So now the next thing is, let's see also the production hub. I should have several pieces of content. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Right. There you go. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna fix that up. All right, time tracker. Done. All right, let's take that break and let's come back and let's do the work. Just wasted the last 30 minutes of my life looking at wrestling stuff. But I also feel kind of drained right now, so whatever. Let's get that deep work in. Break. All right, thank you, God. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Mighty I Am Presence. Thank you, Great Divine Spirit Team, for this blessed, holy, and sacred water. I command more of myself and I demand the most out of myself. I am operating at the highest level. I am a peak performance operator. I am a master orchestrator. I get paid to exist. My work is easy and effortless. I know what to do. I do my work with great love, wisdom, and effortless power, and effortless simplicity. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. I am one with God. I'm a present, loving, kind father and human being and partner. I share my message of love and healing with great ease and grace. Thank you. All right. All right. So I already wrote down everything that I needed to do. So let's just get to work and let's just do the fucking work. Let's just do the work. We only have 2 hours and 23 minutes here, basically. And let's put on the damn timer. Let's go. You know what to do. You know what to do. there should be a memory bank database that I have here. Let's go into master registry. And yes, memories. Exactly. And this should not be here. Or should it? I don't know. All right, well, I know that in my compass, I've got something for memories here. Current events, there you go. Life summary to date. Right. Something like this. All right, let's see, how am I gonna do this? Let's export this. Got to hit our 10K as quickly as possible, so let's take up the speed today. I mean, if I'm not going to be productive, I might as well do my best to get my steps in, take care of my hips. Fuck. Okay, I need you to audit this database for me and tell me if this belongs to the right system or if this needs to go to a different system, like the life operating system. Okay, that still didn't answer my question. Period. My question is, if there was one system that this would belong to, that I have to store in the master database registry. So whenever I look at the system, it would show up in here, comma, what would it be? Question mark. The life operating system or the meta operating system? And why? Okay, good. System. Okay, now I need you to look at both entries and tell me, attachments, and tell me if that is still true, period. Does the memories database truly belong in the life operating system, or does it belong in the meta operating system? Question mark. The reason why I'm asking this question is because when it comes to the brand operating system, comma, I realized that there was a severe gap missing. And the gap that's missing is something where I have my memories stored. And also I have memories that could also be stored and apply to AI in the future to get it caught up to speed with my memories, so that way if I ever need to use Cloud or I need to use another AI tool or whatever, and I need to get it quickly up to speed on me and my memories, it needs to have context about me. And what I did was, for the database of memories, DB, was I simply applied and I extracted your memories and I put it in this database, comma. But I'm also needing something where I can just take my entire life and basically like have an inventory, like a checklist of events that happened in my life, where it's very easy to just not only just have life events for me in case I want to write a book or a memoir in the future, but also if I want to have for the brand operating system content where I can easily pull off of a memory, and now I have something here where I can just extract a memory that I can tie into a piece of content, period. So once again, I need that evaluated, whether or not, in fact, memories database should be part of the life operating system, or if it's part of the meta operating system, or if it's part of the brand operating system, since it's part of my personal brand. ... And also, I need you to evaluate if I should even have a memories database, or if it should just be collapsed into About Me library database, question mark. Also, keep in mind that I have a inner alchemy operating system, which was taking like self-discovery DB And it was basically cataloging certain things that I noticed about myself that would come up, period. So I need you to help me work through this logic and if it also makes sense to have a section for memories, like my own personal memories, so that way we can actually catalog honestly for creating content in the future. Or even just like writing about my life or whatever in the future, period. What should we do here? Question mark. Which I would imagine it stays in Life OS. I would imagine this stays as Life OS, and then we have to evolve it. So this is like the baseline, basically. Whew. I'm moving quick. Moving very quick. Moving very quick. All right. Go. You did not at all answer my question, period. You completely deviated from what I'm asking you. ... Review this once again. And give me an answer relevant to what I'm asking you for here. Which is basically this. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. So the memories DB that I'm creating should belong to Life OS, not Meta OS, not Brand OS. Why? Because the thing you're describing is fundamentally a life events archive, a personal continuity layer, a rehydration source for future AI, a memoir / book / story source, a raw memory reservoir that multiple systems can pull from. That is broader than the Brand OS, and it is not the same thing as Meta OS governance. Not Brand OS. Brand OS should use memories, but it should not own them. Why? The same memory may be useful for content, memoir, legal context, family context, etc. So Brand OS is a consumer of memories, not the parent system, not Meta OS. Okay, therefore primary system is Life OS. And then, right, exactly. And then, okay, good. The most important distinction, you are actually using two different things, and they should not be collapsed into one field. You're actually describing two, and it should not be collapsed into one field. The memories DB should store that matches the purpose shown in the DB screenshot. Current events, this is a different function. The attachment, so memories, present tense, do not confuse those. Okay. Do not confuse your memories. Be collapsed into, no. Because About Me library answers what you can credibly talk about, what interests, practices, obsessions. Memories DB answers what happened, when it happened. Those are not the same job. Okay. What I recommend, keep them separate but connect them. Best structure, Life OS owns the memories. Brand OS, memories to content. Okay, right. What happened in my life that matters? Okay, refresh that now. And the way that I see it is we have here for this, okay, great. Now we're getting somewhere. Period. The next thing is that we have here the PDF of the current events, life summary to date. Period. Do we want to have this as a narrative format, or do we want to simply put this into the memories database where basically I can have a specialist agent created, like a memory agent, that basically updates the PDF for me using linked views and maybe a short generated output section D, where it just basically gives me a summary in more of a narrative format. And we have a linked view at the very top of the page, of the subpage for the current events, where it pulls from the memories DB And the agent basically just gives me an updated, here's what's going on in your life, basically, in a narrative format. Question mark. Or do I actually want to write out like what's happened in my life over the last 6 months in a narrative format and without a linked view? Question mark. I would know already the answer. I just want to confirm it. It should be that we have the linked view to the memories, and then we have the narrative format converted with an agent. I don't see how any other way. It doesn't make sense to me any other way. Oh, man. Whew. We probably have already over 1 kilometer. We're going to speed walk through this. I got to focus on what we're doing. Get those steps in. Got to make sure. Yeah, exactly. Make a pull. Why? Current events PDF already defines a very specific job. Simple written summary, fees, da-da-da. That is not the same thing as a raw memory archive. Current state briefing, terrain summary, a memories DB is broader. All right, generated current brief. Keep memories DB. Keep current events as a separate page, but make it a derived output. Oh, man, fuck. Okay. Add one generated section below. Current context summary, current constraints. Put a link view at the top of the current events page. Right, exactly. Oh. So I basically want a table of contents. Shit. Cool. And then I want each one table of contents. Okay. And then I want to apply this call out block. Apply a linked view from the LIFA OS memories database to this page, then create a specialist agent that is responsible for always updating this and converting a narrative memories DB into a narrative format similar to this. Okay, let's div that. Good. Cool. Okay. Right, stores the raw ingredients, compiles those, right? Right, exactly. Collapse current events into raw memories, yep. Yep. Okay. Right. Done. Next. Okay, so confirm this with me in the most simplest language possible. Even the yes or no is better than just a whole bunch of text. Colon, are we saying memories DB stays, but it basically just captures like simple
things, like little memories that we can then use for the brand operating system that we can use to relate certain information. Question mark. And the memories DB is supposed to be basically the ingredients that we then pull from for the current events for the life compass, so that we can see where we've been in the last 6 months and what adjustments and pivots that we need to make for the next 6 months. And we have basically just a narrative format that basically a specialist agent is going to write in for us. Question mark. Okay. All right, cool. All right, cool. And now, okay. All right, now I need you to create a database description for Memories DB. And this is what we said already that it was for. And I'm just gonna give you the information once again so that you have that context. Then I'm going to paste that here. Okay, we're ready at 2K. We had 2K. All right, now let's copy. Okay. Paste that up in here. Good. Let's go. Okay. Now we gotta dwindle that down a little bit more. Okay, now what I need you to do for me is I need you to help me dwindle down the select tags that are in memory type. And also I need you to help me get a up-to-date property schema for this database, because we haven't worked on this in a long time, a very long time. So if, let's say, this was just a memories database where I'm storing a whole bunch of important memories, this will be, some of it is for ChatGPT, some of it is just life memories. So I need to understand how exactly we're going to make this thing work in a fluent and efficient way. Remember, less is more, And we have to make sure that this is optimized and scalable for the long term, so that it could be, we can easily just store the description of the memory and the event and title it appropriately with the ID and ID title. And we know exactly what we want to, what's the right word I'm looking for? Like, we know what that memory is for, basically. Yep. Okay. We're gonna hit 3K in a few minutes. At 3K, take a toilet break. Finish drinking the tea. Please overwrite the memory type select tags. Good enough. Right, and I wouldn't need that anymore either. Okay, memory ID, memory summary, approximate dates. Memory type. Okay, now how would I... Okay, question for you now, comma. If you look at the memory ID property, all of these have the same title, period. How would I distinguish and create a unique memory ID for this specific database, question mark? Should I have a formula or should I just have an agent summarize memory summary, approximate dates, etc.? Question mark. Let's get to 3 kilometers. Get to 3 kilometers. Okay. That's cool. Okay, why do we have untyped here? Okay, I know what to do. Because we need creative time. Shit. Come on. Okay, that's good. I need you to print the correct formula in here in this message that basically is going to take naming convention formula 1 property and it appends the NO memory number property. Final output should be something like this. Let's see if that works. Nope, that's not gonna work. I need you to append to this formula. Give me the goddamn formula already written out so I can copy and paste it. Fuck. Why you make me do this? Why you really make me do this? Okay. All right. Break. Okay. All right. I don't know if it's worth my time to do that, to go into the memory bank of ChatGPT and copy memories. Fuck. Shit, how do I do this again? Right. Uh-huh. That wasn't it. Fuck. Oh, why can't I see? Fuck. Property group. Property group. Property group. Can I just not add? Oh, that's really irritating. Whatever. Yeah, I know this is not necessarily ideal, but you know, I'm gonna do what I have to do so I can get all these memories here. And these are pretty much primarily from the agent itself, or from ChatGPT. Okay. All right, we should be up to date now on all these memories. All right. All right, good enough. Okay, rest plate 5. Okay, this is good enough for me. So now we have the memories. All right, done. Okay, let's change it to the relation. Okay. All right. So from here, now we install oops. All right. All right, let's get to work here. Okay. All right. Fine enough. Okay, now I need your help. So we have this page right here, and somehow I need this to be converted into granular items based on each item that is relevant to store in. And I somehow need approximate dates appended, period. Can you do that for me? And if so, how would you do that? Question mark. Do not add it on your own. Wait for my approval before you add to the memories database. Okay, so we got these memories now. I'm going to convert these memories into the memories DB. Even if it's not the most optimal, it's fine, whatever. What I have to focus on is getting some sort of a memory chain. Okay, we just got to keep walking, keep working. But as of right now, that's good. Now we have these new memories. Okay, let's see if I can get those last 5K just by walking as fast as I possibly can here. See how productive I can be. Okay, now we got to create an agent here. So let's add that in as a step. Okay, let's do that. Create a memories DB agent and store the entry of the agent in master agent registry DB that can scan my entire Notion account and input memories that I can later review and say, yes, keep that or no, delete. Therefore, memory status in memories DB must be set to audit always. Tell me what you'll do before you do it so we're on the same page and I can approve. All right, almost there. If we just keep walking faster, we'll get the steps in. It's just that simple. Approved, comma, but keep in mind that the memories DB has a relation property in memory status property, as it's named, that has audit as a status relation entry, period. So therefore, the memories DB agent also needs view access to universal tags DB and only view access. There you go. So I should see a specialist agent come up in here, and it should be linked to LifeOS. Okay, memories DB agent. Okay, governance LifeOS, responsible for memories. Okay. Good. Okay. All right, cool. Nope. We're going to trigger this every Sunday at midnight. Yes. Okay. We have access to that. can view. It can edit content, yes. Okay, let's run the agent. That should be good. Okay, let's see what we have here in memories. Yeah, this is probably the most work now. This is probably going to be the most work now. All right, we're at 6 kilometers. We're at 6 kilometers. I think we can get to 10. By 11 o'clock, I think so. So every 3 kilometers, toilet break. Come on. Change your settings so that you search for the last 6 months worth of memories. Content through different operating systems / bridges, and include whatever has not been included in the period. Do you understand? Question mark. All right, so there's these little things that have to get done. Okay, so let's run you again. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Okay, toilet break. Yeah, you see? Okay. We should have something here. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Done. So that kind of works. It's fine. It doesn't work all the way how I want it to. All right, so we did that. We have that memory now. Okay, cool. Next. This is not important right here. So create a memories agent. Yes. Right. Okay. Right, so reconfirm. Okay. Open, open. Good. Okay, right, and then SOC production, because all this is just to lead into SOC production hub. That's the only reason why we're doing all this, is because when we create a piece of content, we need it to be legible. And coherent. All right, now I need you to very carefully audit. Carefully audit the following attachments and map the screenshot to the appropriate CSV file, period. The conflict that I'm up against right now is determining with great accuracy how the supporting databases like the memories database, comma, the about me, comma, the keywords topics will feed into the SOC production hub. Very similar to how core offer need the CTA database and everything that exists before we get to the SOC production hub. How is that going to logistically downstream flow into the SOC production hub? Because with the agent right now, what it's doing is it's creating content for me, which is significantly better than what it was a few weeks ago because I gave it more context, comma, but now we have to really intelligently map. How are we going to use the databases that we have, the supporting databases, to feed into the SOC production hub so that we can create strategic organic content that speaks our cohort's language, period. That's what it really comes down to, period. So I need you to audit all the attachments and I need you to tell me if the property schema now for the About Me library has to change because there's a property called lived experience, and I'm not sure if that's now even applicable versus if we just have separation and I don't know, period. So do we have for the About Me library interests and what I know I can speak on? And then do we have a separate database for core keywords and topics I want to be known for or I want to rank for? Question mark. And I also don't see the point in that because I think it's much better to have tags and have one SSOT where I simply just have tags and I can have the agent at any point pull up just one thing for me, whether it's an interest that I have, whether it's something that I know that I can talk about, whether it's a keyword that I want to rank for or whatever. I just don't see how that would intelligently map, you know? Versus if I had, let's say, the About Me library, I could have a separate property called core keyword or associated keyword, and I have an agent basically fill out the information. So if my About Me is an interest for like, learning how to use OpenClaw, for example, to automate and outsource myself, comma, there could be keywords associated with that I can then roll up into the SOC production hub. And instead of just having two separate databases that I maintain, I just have one. And then I basically use the core keywords or topics as like sub divider information, basically. Period. Does that make sense? Question mark. So again, we have to make sure that this intelligently works now and it flows downstream, because otherwise the agent is going to keep producing bad scripts. And that's the whole point. We want to create content, which obviously is going to come down to scripts. And what I'm saying on the camera and what information I'm showing that's on brand and authentic to me. And it will not be able to do that if I have, I think, too many databases and too much scattered information. It would have to be hyper intelligent. And right now in 2026, I don't know if AI is there just yet. Period. So what do we do here? All right, let's keep walking. Come on. I think we're already at 7 or something like this. We definitely passed split 6. If we're at 7, we can get 8, 9, 10, about 10 minutes per kilometer. I just have to walk pretty fast. And at least, hey, that would be my exercise for today. Oh, man. I just had a thought. Cost of living expenses. Cost of living expenses really does have to be much lower than 50% of my total income per month. Like, I would like to get that down to like 25% or lower. And I don't inflate my lifestyle unless I inflate my income. My income has to inflate first before my lifestyle inflates. Because then otherwise, you're going to have this pressure. Otherwise, I'm going to have this pressure. I'm going to have this pressure where I fucking feel like I need to constantly be on this wheel working. Okay, so that's going to be the working procedure. For the agent. Yep. All right, so if that's the case, okay, so we need a cohort agent. Okay, so let's go with that. In that case, is it fair to say this? And these are the tasks that I must do right now, question mark. Let me at least create one cohort agent. So let's do that. With the time that we have left. Let's create a cohort agent. But how would you create a cohort agent if you don't have your fucking interests? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's figure this out. Let's see if we can make it here. Let's see if we can make it. Keep working it. All right, fuck. Okay. I need my list of agents. About me agent. So, right, we have to work on the about me library and the about me agent. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you why I think that's completely wrong. That I should start with the cohort agent and designing a cohort agent. Period. How the fuck am I going to know who my audience is if I first do not know what I'm interested in and what do I want to be known for and all those topics? Period. If I create cohorts now, I could have cohorts for 60-year-old women who want to understand how to, have a fat loss program. And that has nothing to do with me, and that's nothing that I'm interested in. Period. So how would I know? Question mark. Wouldn't it make sense to go from layer 1 down to layer 3, as I've said repeatedly many fucking times? You're right to call that out. You're right to challenge that idea. That's probably going to be its response. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so let's start at the very top then. Period. Let's start with about me, because if I'm not interested in the topic and I have no knowledge on the topic, I'm not going to talk about a topic. and then present that as if I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because again, this all has to lead to an offer and building a community, period. So it has to be very strategic and has to go downstream very simply, period. Having said that now, if we're working on the About Me library, I need you to audit this database and the property schema, period. If we have a memories database, which stores my memories, period, do we need lived experience as a property? Question mark. I need you to audit the property schema again. And I need you to audit the tags this time. More importantly, like the type. All right? Period. I need you to audit those and tell me if this should just literally be one very narrow thing, or if we should have a whole bunch of select tags, or maybe even just like the most important select tags that would help to accentuate about me and to help shape the about me, so that way the agent can create cohorts that are basically aligned with me. You get what I'm saying? Question mark. So how should we go about doing this? Let's feed this into Notion as well. Okay, take a break. All right, I'm very close. I have 8.5K. Gonna get that 9 kilometer. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Come on, we gotta walk really fast though. We can hit that last 10th kilometer in the next couple of minutes, but we gotta really take up the pace. And as of right now, here's where we are. No, I would not let Livestream stay as a big, loose catch-all field. Okay. Credibility, no. Okay, all right. That's fair enough. It should not be a second memory archive. Some memories full of it about me, live experience, show proof of authority, summary. I've used short back in 2000. Okay. Audit of the current about me schema. Audit of the current about me schema. Audit of the current about me schema. Why it matters, content angles, type, lived experience, linked, known for topics. Okay. Status. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. So now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Okay, I can agree with that. So let's say here, if we got these interests, filter, right, you're going to collapse things I know I can speak on into proven skill. Okay, so next question. Is it fair to say collapse things I know I can speak on select tag into proven skill and change the name of proven skill to maybe like knowledgeable on question mark? Okay, there you go. Okay, so I deleted things I know I can speak on, proven skill. Next. Okay. Lived practiced. Audit these tags for the About Me library and tell me if this is good to go. Period. We have interest, which is basically what I'm interested in. Comma, we have lived practice, which means this is something that I do. Comma, we have topic perspective, which is like my commentary or how I see something. And then we have proven skill, which is something that I can create tutorial videos on if I really wanted to. And I can just talk about because I have that background or I have that knowledge, question mark. But then again, if that's the case, then why not just collapse proven skill and lived practice into one, question mark. And is this tag set good for the About Me library, question mark. Oh, I think we did 9 kilometers just now. 9.2, last kilometer. If I can just get these next 6 minutes in, okay. Okay. Okay, let's end it here. I gotta go, I have a meeting. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is going to conclude today's deep work session. What I need from you is to basically write in the responses for the prompts from today and what shipped property, and map each response to each rich text property, period. What we did today was everything that we have here in your chat message from today, and what we need to do to pick up is brick 37 for this deep work cycle, and we need to prune and optimize the agent and train the agent properly to gather the correct information and to make sure everything is filled out for me accordingly. Okay, just gonna do that. And I think that's gonna be it for today. We are very close to 10 kilometers. We're like at 9 and a quarter, but I've gotta go, so that's it. That's it for today. All right, I'm gonna come back here on Monday and finish this up. But for right now, not bad. Not so bad. And we'll get there. Okay, done.